Without further ado, I'd like to introduce from Zumanity in Las Vegas, the mistress of sensuality, Edie.
Well, if you have not seen Zumanity, it is the sensual side of Cirque du Soleil. It's this perfect balance of Cirque du Soleil acrobats, sensuality, sex. And we show all sides of sex, whether it's solo, duo, trio, group, homosexual, heterosexual, all of it. And it's funny. Okay, what do Hugh Jackman, Dean Martin, Wayne Brady, Frank Sinatra, Neil Patrick Harris, Debbie Reynolds, Shirley MacLaine, Madonna, and Cher have in common? They all had their makeup done by Roger Stryker! What's really fascinating about the whole makeup thing in Zumanity that I found so fascinating was the science behind it. You know, there's 27 steps, and I'm like, why do I have to do 27 steps? I can do it in 4, you know? So I thought that was really fascinating, the whole science behind, these are the colors we use in this makeup. If you use this color, it goes away, you don't see it at all, and so you have to use this color. And so it's much more amazing than I ever, my little brain from Oregon could ever pick up. And this costume, die, are you dying? Look at, isn't that cute? This is my opening costume. And like they said, all the costumes were done by Thierry Mugler, you know, high fashion French designer, and he designed all of them, and it's such an honor. But look at that. Don't touch. I know you want my job. I can see it in your eyeball. Next up, we have our head of wardrobe. Truly amazing. He has been in this business for 32 years as a professional ice skater, dancer, and now wardrobe artist extraordinaire to the globe. And so he's celebrating 22 years with Cirque du Soleil and has been with 5 shows. So ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Jack Ricks.
Hi everyone, nice to meet all of you and be here with you today. Fashion comes from everywhere. At this point in time, I'm really lucky to be able to work with Thierry Mugler and his assistant Stefano. They do amazing designs, and we get to work with the costume shop in Montreal, which implement his designs in a beautiful way. One of the unique qualities of the show, and part of what differentiated us from the other Cirque shows at the time, was in 2000, Cirque had grown to a certain point. They'd used the same design team for all of the shows up to that point, including Nathalie Gagné and Dominique Lemieux and Franco Dragone. In order to continue to grow as a company, they wanted to diversify with some of their shows. When they decided to open Zumanity, they wanted to take a really different route and focus on human sexuality and sensuality. Now, 12 years later, it's a little easier, you know, so it's more refined. We have a process that's not so crazy, so it's not, you know, it's not quite as wild as it was. But still, as you know from in this process with this costume, it didn't happen overnight.
Oh no. It took like 3 or 4 tries to create a look that looked real. And when this was finally done and it looked really amazing, a friend of mine said, I saw the show and it's disturbing. I knew, because your boobies are disturbing. So I said, thank you. I never thought in a million years I'd be in Cirque du Soleil. I did not audition. I did not send my stuff in, but I was in musical theater. I was in the ballet for 11 years. I did musical theater. I got to do Broadway. I was a dancer. I found drag in New York City by accident, and I was offered a job, and I said, no, I don't do drag. And he says, but you're in drag. And so, and I'm like, oh, good point. So, but it was just this once. But anyway, it was just at a time where I was kind of between shows. I decided to do the job. And I was really blown away that I did it one week, and the next week there was a table full of people that said, Edie, we're here to see you. And I was like, oh. And that's when the performer kicked in. I was like, bam. And I was there on time every single week. And they thought I was insane. I was on time. I said, why are you laughing? I said the word on time. Yes, I was on time, 9 o'clock, and they thought I was insane, but I said, you said 9 to 12, I'm here from 9 to 12. So anyway, so then it just kind of exploded in New York City, and I was able to bring my musical theater to the character Edie, and then I got a phone call out of the blue from Cirque du Soleil, and they said, hi, this is Krista Monson from Cirque du Soleil Casting. Can I speak to Edie? And I said, shut up, who is this? She said, my name is Chris Amantz from Cirque du Soleil casting. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was my brother or a friend or somebody playing a prank on me, because why would Cirque du Soleil be calling me? Well, Joey had given his resignation, and they did a nationwide search looking for the next MC. And somebody threw my name into the hat. And anyway, so I ended up getting the job. I would really like to introduce two of the sexiest people. I get to see them naked on stage and in the showers. Yeah, but they're co-ed. They're co-ed. And but this is Pepe. This is Arnaud. They do a dance on stage in a jail. 2 men. It's intense, and I'm going to let them just introduce themselves quickly. We have just a few minutes.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Pepe.
Hello, my name is Arnaud.
Thank you. Now, Pepe used to be in Zumanity years ago, and he was part of the show when it was young, and then he left and went back to Spain and to Europe and did musical theater and a chorus line and all the, Chicago, and Kiss of the Spider. No, yes, just say yes because you're Spanish. And Arnaud is a part of, you know the trio on the internet? Yes! But if you don't know, I'll tell you. You know when you're flipping through your Facebook and stuff and you see the 3 guys in the high heels dancing in front of the Eiffel Tower? Yeah, that is, Arnaud is one of them, and one of his best friends is Giannis Marshall, and Giannis Marshall is part of our new refresh who came to choreograph our show. Amazing. They've traveled the world together. I want him to talk a little bit about it. So just tell us quickly what it was like to become friends, meet him, dance together, travel the world together, grab.
So I'm not fluent in English, so that's why I prefer to use my body to talk. But we can dance right now, no?
Yes, but I just want Pepe. How does it feel to be back to Zumanity?
Great.
That's it? This is just a little teeny tiny bit, no costumes, no lights, but it's this dance is it is so beautiful. The lighting, the costumes. Yes.
The realness, got that realness. Catch it, catch it, flavor of this fever. The realness, got that realness. Catch it, flavor of this fever. The realness, that realness. The realness, that realness. I know what I feel. What I feel is real. What I feel is real. 'Cause I know what I feel. It's real.
You know, like Broadway shows, when they open, they freeze. You can never touch the show again. So you can imagine after a decade or two or whatever, the jokes get old, it might get stale. It might hold forever. You never know, right? But Cirque du Soleil is this always growing thing, and it's amazing. And what I love so much is I'll be like, oh, you know, like there's a joke, a new joke I want to try, or somebody new's in town and I want to make a joke about it or something. You know what they always say to me? Try it. Try it. See how it works. What? What are you pointing at? Can I say something? Yes.
But regarding also every department, like he can try a joke, but she can try a joke. But when you get to the show, even though that makeup was designed for Marina, if Marina leaves the show and they hire another girl, they'll change that makeup to feature the girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marina as Star.
Yeah, we really rushed through that. Usually we take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do makeup.
Gorgeous. Yes. I think we surprised them. They're like. Do they say things that surprise you? Oh, totally. Well, there's a lot of ad-lib in the show, which is really fun. And so when I go out and ask a question like, what do you want to do tonight after the show? You have no idea what they're going to say. And I've been shocked a couple times. I had one man say, anal. And there's 1,300 people in the audience, and his wife or girlfriend was mortified, So I had to ask her, does this happen often? And she's like, unfortunately. So yeah, it's you just never know. And that's the fun thing is that those little windows of ad lib, you have no idea what's going to happen. And yeah, it's a live show too. There's that aspect. Lots of drinking. Oh, from the audience because it's Las Vegas. So sometimes they think they want to be part of the show. We had a guy once a long time ago, a couple years ago, run on stage and he's like, "You're mocking love," and we're like, "Oh my God, we're celebrating love. What are you talking about?" But then we learned he was high as a kite. Any other questions? Yes. Question? Oh, we're done. What last question? I think it's Marabou, right? It's Marabou. Marabou. Yeah. We cannot thank you enough for being here today. Come see Zumanity. Thank you to all of the beautiful artists. Beautiful, beautiful. And our biggest thank you is to all of you for coming out. Thank you very much.